Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hellcat's Penny Arcade number 21, Frisky Business. I really don't know how this is going to go. Yeah, I guess we're going to play the game Purrfect Date, and which is a... I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I guess we'll give that a go. In the chat, if you guys want in or not, there is the Hangout link. It is also in the description, per usual. So yeah, I guess we'll have the music turned down on it, but so the sound effects will be loud. But I guess we'll see how that goes. No, Camel. Actually, because I remember De La Haye's playing. We were talking about it earlier. I can't remember the name of it now. Hey, Kyler, how's it going? Yeah, he was playing his dating simulator, and I was looking through the Valentine's Day Steam account, or the Steam compilation that they had, and it was a Lovers and Fighters compilation. And it just so happened that this was there and it was cheap, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot. And that's the only reason really it's there. And this is the first time I'm playing this. I'm supposed to get a inspection on my apartment. So if I am interrupted, I'm gonna mute out, and then that'll be a thing. Stick with Johnny then. Well, let's see. Yeah, work sucks and I don't suggest it, but I guess you need money somehow. Alright. 3 boys, 3 girls. I will pick... I'll go with that. And even I spelled the name wrong. It didn't have an N. Autosave notification. This supports autosave. I am an angel and I will accept. I'm not sure how long we've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lads shout. Island approach, make yourself ready. Finally here, when I applied last month, I was just another broke student living off of baked beans. Didn't really think I had a chance of being accepted to be part of the prestigious Cat Island research team. Oh, Terry trapped me. I swear it comes off. Yet here it is, the little black dot in the distance, growing bigger by the second, as is the infamous Cat Island, a place I will call home for the next few months. Hey, Sir Adamantine, how's it going? My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there's been a mistake? What if they accepted someone else's application and accidentally sent the offer to me? I rummage into my bag until I find the papers. Dear Johnny, we are pleased to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Popper at our research facility on Cat Island. Hey, Necrosol, how's it going? The position will be for an initial period of 8 weeks. Your contract will be sent separately. We look forward to working with you. Yours sincerely, Professor Popper. A bunch of alphabet crap. No mistake, that's my name, alright. Right there on the top left-hand corner, Johnny. And there's his name at the bottom. The genius behind the whole operation. Professor Popper, science genius, and my new boss. I look up from my papers to see dry land rapidly approaching before us. It seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of impenetrable black rocks. That's rocks of color. Just make sure they get that right next time. As we get closer, we're not slowing down, and I begin to worry that we're going to crash into them. Then at the last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly we're sailing smoothly towards a jetty through an opening in the rocks. I blew out a breath that I've been holding and break into a smile. I believe this is a dating sim, but it could possibly be one of both. Hey, Mr. Dax, how's it going? The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie, and shouts rather brusquely. Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing you'll need. Thank you. I smile weakly at the ferryman and his son and pick up my bags, ready to disembark. We glide seamlessly up to the wood jetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He's greeted by a bulky man in uniform, who I take to be a security officer of some kind. Zane Jones. Joe. Sir, you caught a mouse. Sir caught you a mouse. And then he laughs loudly, as if he's said the funniest thing he's ever heard. It's very disconcerting. The security guard remains surly and turns his attention to me. Let's be having you then. He holds out his large hand, which I assume is to offer to help me off the boat. But as I reach out and take it, he snatches it away, throwing me off balance so that I almost fall over the side. What a great start. ID card? Oh, I see, of course. I reach into my back pocket and hand over the laminated card as I was given on the mainland. Date issued January 1st. That's definitely not my birthday. Oh, nice. Disco cat. He barely looks at it before striding off, grunting over his shoulder. This way. I follow him down a dirt track path to get my first proper view of the island. It's beautiful, lush, and green. I'm already under its spell. After no more than a couple of minutes trekking, we're in the base camp. I wouldn't think that was far off, Camel. Among them are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume those are the labs. The whole camp is moderate but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around apart from the older woman sitting outside peeling a pile of potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, but she just stares back at me. I try not to get paranoid. Here. He stopped at the largest of tents, indicating that I should go inside. I feel rude walking in, so I make my presence known first. A firm but friendly voice calls out. Come. I walk in, and there he is, hunched over some documents. The great Professor Popper. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Yes, yes, you must be Johnny. Come in. Come on in, my dear. I'm glad to have you on board. Good journey. Would it? I don't know. Being called my dear as a ethnic-looking fellow. Well, long. Yes, indeed. We're rather tucked away here. Let me offer some refreshment. Water, coffee, something stronger, perhaps whiskey. Let's see. Let's stick with water. Yeah, I've yet to see cats. Now that's something we have an abundance of. There's plenty of safe, natural springs on the island, but we have the bottled kind too. I'm relieved as he passes me a bottle. It's not too keen to start drinking from natural water resources until I've personally checked that they're not used as cat urinals, which is probably a good idea. It will take you a while to find your way around the island to discover how it all works, so for today I thought I would just get you kitted out. Or maybe introduce you to some of the locals, the cats, that is. I believe you've met most of the human locals. I've only met the ferryman and the security guard who brought me here. Yeah, that's about it. And the lady outside? Ah, that's Miss Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple. You meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Johnny, and I'm sure that you'll fit in nicely. Thank you, sir. I hope so. Okay, so first things first, this is your basic kit. Begins going through a pile of things on his desk, explaining each of them in turn. And this is a lot of exposition, I'm guessing. And your own water bottle. Disinfectant hand spray, and these heavy-duty reinforced gloves, which are essential when tagging cats out in the wild. Don't want any scratches from the felines we don't know, now do we? I suppose not. He indicates a small pile of what looks like laundry. That's a good twist there, Kyler. Basic uniform, lab coats, masks, stethoscope, etc. Portable first aid kit, camping knife with all tool attachments. Finally, without doubt, most importantly, this holds up something that looks a lot like a mobile phone, except it clearly isn't one. This is your catalog. Oh, the puns. Catalog? Yes, its name comes from its earlier version. It is initially designed to record and store data of cats, scan them, and log their details. But as you see, we've come a long way since then. Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of the team. I've added everyone's contact details for you. Listen to music, take photos. There's even a pen that comes with it to insert microchips into the back of cats' necks so we can keep track of them. It's a very valuable piece of equipment, Johnny. I need you to protect it above all else. Do you understand? He is looking me directly in the eye and expects a response. Yes, sir. Of course I will look after it. Good. You'll get to know all the functions as you go. We can take a stroll out and see if we can't find a few friends to introduce you to so that you can try it out. Hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but it also really keen to have a go. Alright, have a good day at work there, Kyler. We head down to the beach, the professor explaining things as we go. God, when are we going to get to the... Yeah, Dr. Moreau seems like it would be the way to go on this one. Even a lack of wildlife is in itself quite remarkable. What do you mean, Professor? Well, simply put, there's a type of force field that surrounds the island, disallowing anything to enter. Oh, getting cabin in the woods style here. You mean literally anything? Absolutely. No birds, fish, or creatures of any kind can penetrate it. Forgive my lack of intelligence on the subject, but we're here. The professor lets out a disconcertingly loud laugh. Ah, I see what you mean. Well, of course, there is one small break in the invisible wall, and that's where we built the jetty. But let's not get too bogged down right now. What you need to know is that basically the island is shaped like a peanut. He has picked up a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand. This, our end of the island, is very well known to us now. We've been researching it here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We have encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress in the region. Predator cats. It's gonna get Alien versus Predator. Let's just mix all of them together. What type of difficulties, Professor? We're not as sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell you is that the environment has an adverse effect upon humans, inducing nausea at the very least. And at the worst, fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage. I think I see where this is going. I know exactly where this is going. Well, I have an idea at least. Gosh, that is serious. As I say, it's best to keep It's best to keep away, but let's not get into all that, my dear. We've had a long day for now. Let's just say that we refer to the far end as the danger zone with good reason. I must ask you not to put yourself at risk by venturing beyond the mountain range here. He refers once more to the map and draws a line past the center and X through the end section. There we are. Aggressive cats out there. Wouldn't want you getting too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows closer to home. I'm gonna call it now. Yeah. Main character is a cat. Or at least, like, you turn into a cat or some shit like that. What do you say we try out your catalog now, Johnny? He stoops down and picks up one of the animals, disgruntled looking cat who was sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. That looks like my aunt's cat. The cat lets out a displeased mewl, but doesn't struggle. Its large body billowing with orange fur. Oh. One moment, got a phone, got a text. Billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hangs in the professor's arms in lazy resignation. Would you like to have a go at scanning this delightful chap? Find the on switch and somewhat timidly activate it. The gadget immediately comes to artificial life, emitting a boop 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 with a red pulsating light, which, I mean, I don't know why they had your text that. I select the app labeled CAT Scan, and it loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. Yeah, that's one cat to rule them all. The professor holds the cat towards me with arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning chip is implanted in the back of the neck somewhere, but it's difficult to find this one's neck amidst the thick cloud of fur. I blow to make a parting and press along the catalog to its skin. It's a bit like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a very, very pun-based dialogue in this game. As he plops the marmalade Tom back to into the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, I find the cat has successfully scanned. Floofy butt. Meow. Amazing. Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job here will be to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofy Butt here. But it looks like you'll have no problems at all in that area. Excellent work, Johnny. Thank you, sir. I can't wait to get started. Well, why don't you get a bit more practice with the catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here. These 5 spend a lot of time together. They're like a family. They're like a little family, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. I'm not doing that cutesy talk. That's not going to happen. The professor seems to to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get on great. Okay, here goes. No help this time. The professor steps back. The first cat I approach is very friendly, with beautiful calico markings. It comes towards me, already purring. Trixie. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss. Snooty Booty. The fourth cat approaching is a noisy one. McMurphy. Finally, the one I deliberately put out to least. He's been skulking around the edges of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously, as though he could pounce at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personalities onto these animals. Now, Kibbles is Mr. Bigglesworth. Well, before the hair loss. All done. I hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. The professor lets out a little laugh. I have a feeling you'll get to know each of them quite well. It's probably enough for you on your first day, don't you think? That's a lot to take in. I am suddenly exhausted and grateful to be heading back to camp. You know, in this game, I have made one decision. And it's catastrophic. It's quite late by the time I've unpacked and settled myself, but I don't want to write my journal entry before I sleep. I'm surprised at how chilly it is. I've pulled my sleeping bag up to my chin. I still feel goose pimples bloom over my arms. Shivering, I rub them to warm myself up. It makes me smile to think that this inherent reaction to the cold is what will be keeping my new feline friends warm tonight. My eyelids closed, thinking of cats and the island and the professor. The world around me drifts away as I float up into a dream. I'm not sure how long I've been asleep, but I wake up with a violent jolt that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling and then a strange electronic noise, one that, in my sleepy confusion, I can't place right away. The catalog. Acting on instinct, I crapped on my feet. Good lord. Acting on instinct, I scrambled to my feet and followed the noise out of the tent. Yeah, I knew you'd be on that one, Camel. I look around me and my fears are confirmed when I catch sight of a pulsing red light getting fainter in the direction of the forest. I snap into action, running as fast as I can. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest in the dark of night. I must be crazy. The words of Professor Popper are ringing in my ears. I need you to protect it above all else. My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy through my body. I wheeze in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puffs. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? I try to get my bearings and realize I've blundered perilously close to the danger zone. I can just make out the shapes of large animals in front of me before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. I open my eyes. The calico cat I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet. I pass out. Hello, can you hear me? Are you okay? What is it? Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles, it's a human. Oh yeah, yuck, I can smell it now. Smells like a human. Oh, do be quiet. Are they alive? Of course it's alive. It's breathing, you imbecile. Why isn't it moving? Would you come on and give him some space? Move back a bit. Yes, stand back, move out of my way. Let me have a proper look. I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat is standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other for a moment while I try to take in what's happening. Is this one defective? Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. The cats watch me intently. Am I going insane? Ouch, my head. What is it chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human, are you alright? You, I remember you. You took my catalog. Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's in your pocket now. I tried to reach in my pocket, but realized my hands are scratched to shreds. Ow! What's wrong with my hands? I try to stand. Oh, my feet. What's happened to me? Yeah, I guess that's from all the climbing. I told you it wasn't ready for that. What's that? Ready for what? It's the anatomical structure that's far too delicate. I tried to slow it down. Yeah, Floof, you tried restraining a human who's that determined. It was like a margay. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me. I was like, a what? Doing what? You made your own way back to the beach. Okay, but that doesn't explain. I show my bleeding hands. Ah, you crawled, Kara. Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name. It's a term of endearment. It's an Irish thing. It's inappropriate. What, I crawled? You sure did. Like a cat? Yup. All the way from the mountains. Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive. But why? Because you got the sickness. Oh. Time to play the song. Maybe you should sit down, human. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk. Talk? Yeah, that's right. Since when can cats talk? Oh, for goodness sake, since the dawn of time. How else do you think we communicate? Ah, stop spitting whiskers, Major. You know full well what the human is saying. I think it's the revelation here. Kara, is that you can understand us? I think the revelation here, Kara, is that you can understand us. Okay, I'm... Yeah. Dialogue. Yay. I think Being stood in a forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anyone would want. I agree. More to the point, we are rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are the scientist after all. What we don't know is that the clock has started ticking for you. What do you mean? Well, there's no easy way to say this to you, Kara. You'll be catified. I'll be what? Whether you help or not, you don't have a lot of time before, if I may. It would seem that we are basing this on our experiences to date. That when a human manages to find themselves in what you call the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that previously were not. That is to say, you're screwed. You're not helping, don't make me. Hiss. Whoa, mountain lion, there'll be no violence of any kind. Forgive me for being a bit panicked here. The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty was referring is, simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that will ultimately result in full feline transition. Ooh, cat trans. So basically you're telling me I'm a werecat. Who called werecat? Because, oh, that's Johnny with one N there, Camel. It's not really me. Look down. Amongst the scratches on my right hand are two distinctive puncture marks, and the reality of the situation descends on me like a cold mist. Basically, yes. My head is spinning. This is too much for me to take in. "37 minutes in and I've only picked water." Okay, so now we're getting to the meat of the story. The cats on the island, they've gone missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising and we've hit a wall. Wall of ignorance, maybe. Really many times. How many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame. Muellers. Now, Flippy Butt, there's no need for name calling. Speaking of name calling, I'll remind you to call me Major, madam. Oh, let's just get on to the... Like if you smell barbecue in the air on an island full of cats. So it looks like the elder cats are not fans of the domestic cats. And I would guess that the domestic cats are previous scientists or whatever. Even the last human we catified went missing. Time passes and you transfer. Yeah, I'm beginning to feel ripped off. $4 is just too much. But it's better than 15. Trade. You help us, I'll give you the progress reports. Let's help the kitties. Finally, we're getting into... Yeah, I bought it for like $4. I'm like, there's no way in hell I was paying that much for it. Or maybe it was Humble Bundle that I bought it off of. Alright, let's get the game going. Jesus. See, after a rather painful journey, I am very grateful to finally limp into camp. I just have enough time to get myself tidied up for works, and I'm about to peel off my filthy pajamas when I hear my catalog beeping. I have a message, but I can't tell who it's from. It's not from any of the contacts that Professor Popper programmed into it. In fact, there's no contact information at all. Are you sure it is wise to trust anyone? Everyone? Anyone? What on earth does that mean? Me. Who is this? There's a lot you don't know. Think carefully about who you confide in. Before I can think of a reply, the messages are gone and my catalog has no record of them. I don't have any time to think about this right now. I need to get ready. As soon as I'm presentable, I head over to the lab 10 minutes late. It doesn't give a good first impression on my first morning. Ah, Johnny, good to see you. I was beginning to worry. Did you oversleep in your first day? Terribly sorry, sir. I think the traveling and the excitement of yesterday I take punctuality very seriously. He cuts across my apology. Not to worry, it's perfectly understandable. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about most things. As long as you get the work done, I don't mind what hours you keep. Thank you, sir. Yeah, water, and then to help the cats. And that is 45 minutes in. My goodness, what on earth happened to you? I started looking at the scratches over my hands. Oh, I fell and tried to save myself by grabbing onto a bush. Not a secret drinker, are you, Johnny? Oh no, sir, I'm a bit of a lightweight, to tell you the truth. Just teasing. It's just a joke, brah. We gotta get those hands sorted out. They look pretty nasty to me. He goes to the tall metal cabinet corner, takes out a bottle and some cotton wool. Begins cleaning and tending to my hands while he talks. More talking. Okay. Explore the island because you won't be here all the time. Yeah, we get it. Take time to get to know the cats. Blah, blah, blah. Rest and relax. I learn equipment that I don't actually get to see, so yay. I'm about to flop down on my bed when I see a package poking out from underneath it. It's the reports Kimball's promised to deliver. The cats were right. The previous person barely made a start on producing an antidote. I'm gutted and worried. What if I can't do any better? Will I just turn into a cat? I decide that's not an option and resolve to get on going on my own research and into it tomorrow. My instincts tell me that the cats will be a good starting point. I have a feeling they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me. I need to get their trust. Blah, blah, blah. Talking. And snoring. Let's see, romance, recon, research. Time to round up some kitties. It's a sunny afternoon. Most of the cats are lazing on the beach. Perfect, like shooting fish in a barrel. I double check my supply list. Crate, treats, sedatives, snare, catnip, antiseptic cream for myself. I've got everything. I have a sick feeling in my tummy, and I ignore it the best I can. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm pleased the professor is trusting me with more physical tasks. Yeah, 50 minutes, and I made options. At first I stroll around trying to look as casual as possible while whistling a tune. I get close to one of the smaller cats start to stroke her. I want this to be as painless as possible. The cat responds well to me. She even starts to purr gently. Are you gonna come with me? The cat looks at me with big, wide, loving eyes. Come on then. I pick her up the cat, carry her to the crate, and place her gently inside. I lock it shut, even though the cat makes no attempt to escape. Well, that went better than expected. This may be a good day after all. Emboldened by my success, I approach one of the slightly larger cats. Hey matey, shall we get in the basket? I give him a little stroke. He doesn't respond badly, although he doesn't seem particularly interested either. I put my hands on either side of his body, ready to pick him up. He doesn't look too happy about it, and growls a warning at me. Hey mister, it's gonna be okay. We're just going on a little trip, alright? As soon as I start to lift, all hell breaks loose. Yowling and hissing, he scratches my arms to ribbons. I try to get him in the basket, but he stretches out and I can't fit him in. I know when I'm defeated, I let him go. He scarpers off into the distance. I look down at my ravaged arms. Note to self, wear long sleeves when caging duty. That's it? Okay. Let's do more research. Let's see, 12 or 16. Finally, in the lab doing flora research. Not the most exciting job, but if I keep my head down, I can get through it quickly enough. It really consists of unpacking the new samples of plants and flowers that the professor and I have collected on our foraging expeditions, and logging them into our database of organic substances on the computer. Most of them are commonplace plants that grow abundantly in the forest, but occasionally we come across something more rare, exotic even. One of the samples I'm looking at today is Calendula incana martima, which is very interesting indeed. I can't help speculating that it's been cultivated in the marigold's little greenhouse and then transplanted into open ground. I'm distracted momentarily by the sound of clinking glass and turn to see a beautifully manicured paw of a sphinx cat tapping on the beaker, nudging it perilously close to the edge of the counter. Boots, stop that. You're not supposed to be in here. She laughs as if I told a joke. That's frightfully pretty flower, if I'm not mistaken. You never cease to amaze me, Boots. How on earth did you know that? Well, I make my business to know all about rare and valuable works of art. Why not? It has been created in like a sculpture or a painting. The marigolds are true artists in the garden. I wonder if they had something to do with this. It's so unusual even in its naturally swampy habitat. But to have it growing here in the forest is out of the ordinary. Yes, its properties are extraordinary too, human. Well, I'm quite new to botanical science, so I probably don't know of half of it. Why don't you fill me in? Nip, not even once. They're so stale, blah blah blah. Let's go to the beach and drink some coconut water. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Snoots, I'm not going anywhere until I finish this. Don't be ridiculous. You can tinker about in here anytime, but the sun will be gone in an hour or two. I'm not tinkering, this is my job. If I don't get it done, the professor will want to know why. Then to explain you had better things to do. Snooty Booty won't tell you again. If he catches you here, Popper will cage you. Be careful with that flower, human. It doesn't do to inhale the fragrance too deeply. I turned to ask why and see her flounce out, knocking the beaker with a swish of her tail as she does. Guess we'll do a romance one. I'm splayed out like a starfish on the beach in my bathing clothes. It's a sweltering hot day. I find it hard to concentrate on my own work, so here I am. I let the cool sea air wash over my feet and legs as I lay back on the sand. I hear a long, loud sigh coming from somewhere nearby and sit up to see where it came from. Snooty Booty in repose under the shade of a palm tree is looking about her with a concerned expression. One that I've never really seen a cat make before. I go over to her to see if I can help with something. Are you okay, Snooty Booty? She nuts out under a long, wistful sigh. To be quite frank with you, human, no, I'm not okay. I cannot expose this delicate skin of mine to the sun, but there's something I need to retrieve further down the beach. It's quite the predicament. Alright, want me to fetch it for you? Oh, would you be so kind, human? I would be very grateful. Sure, it's no problem. We can't have you putting that delicate skin of yours at risk, can we? Snooty Booty looks grave. Indeed not. Skincare must come above all else, don't you know? One must never expose one's skin to the elements, human. It really is quite aging. That is true, Mr. Dax. Very dear to me, you see, and one of the few luxuries I have all to myself. Of course, that's no problem. I can be discreet when I need to be. I do hope so, human. You see, along the beach just south of here, there is a tree which bears the ripest of coconuts all year round. It's quite splendid. The coconuts are always sweet and creamy. Snooty Booty looks as if she's lost in a wonderful dream. Yeah, this would be the Chank Euchre game. I like to drink coconut water as often as I can. It is good for the skin and waistline, but less civilized denizens on the island keep knocking the coconuts down before they've fully matured. Fortunately, no one else seems to have discovered this particular tree just yet. Yeah, my voice is starting to go. And yeah, and just a reminder, if you guys want, hangout link is in the description. So he's on the hunt for the coconuts. And I found coconuts and present them to the cat.
I'll bite the bullet instead of Camel if he's not willing to come on.
How's it going, Terry? A very judgy cat. So how's it going, Terry? Oh, yeah, I'm muted. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's a problem of some sort. No worries.
Ah, so how's things?
Pretty good. Yeah, as this game is not worth $15 in the slightest.
Yeah, not even close.
Hell, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure you got a good deal getting it for $4. I think the fact that it took an hour to actually get to do anything put me off. Like, if it got straight into the game, then it might have been okay. But the fact that you endure it for an hour without anything other than I would like water, and then that puts you in the wrong frame of mind for the game because you're already sick of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it could use a voice track too. I mean...
Oh, definitely. I think if it was reading the dialogue out loud instead of just writing it on the screen, it would be more engaging. But I think that would cost a lot more money as well. So I suppose...
Well, I guess it was made by a husband-wife, like, duet. And they had a cat. And
is the husband Jim Huger?
Clearly. Like...
Wanting to date cats is weird. Did you ever hear of or play a game called, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Hatoful Boyfriend?
No, I have heard of it.
Okay, because that one's pigeons or birds or something dating.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like, if you can get it ridiculously cheap, then it's okay. But yeah, this reminds me of Hatoful Boyfriend in that, hey, wouldn't it be funny? We'll just replace the humans with some animal of some description.
Yeah, it's a lot of pointless, and it's not even like you're getting any information out of this cat.
Yeah, I know. it has, let's see, very positive reviews. 86% of the user reviews for this game are positive. So there's a lot of furries buying this game and absolutely loving it.
Clearly. Lots of Chank Uger out there.
So it seems. There's 126 reviews and 86% are positive. So what's that?
Yeah. A judgy cat? No. Let's see. Might as well. Yeah, there's a lot of double entendre in this thing already, and it's kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Oh. There's the Shawshank Redemption line right there.
I think it's a bit, because when I hear you talking, what's on the screen is like 10 seconds or something behind. So it is a bit strange, like hearing you talk about something that's completely different from what I'm looking at.
I'm reading the future, in other words.
Yes. But I do think it's weird how different, like, the cat that's in the picture at the top and the cat when it's talking, they look nothing alike.
Yeah. They're both pink, and that's it.
Yeah.
The cat up top is actually pretty well drawn for a... they're pretty quick drawings.
Yeah. But it's, like, when it's talking, it looks like it's got fur. Like, it looks like it's quite fluffy. And then the one at the top looks like Mr. Bigglesworth from Austin Powers, as someone in chat pointed out. Was it Camel?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, they look absolutely nothing alike, and it's ridiculous. Like, they were clearly capable of drawing the cat one way or the other. Just keep it consistent.
Yeah, it's just scaling. Like,
yeah, that is all you would need to do.
And then, well, I guess they are trying to, like, they change the visualizations on the faces.
Yeah, I think you can draw a different face. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, coconut water is gross. Apparently, I gave the cat too much drinking water.
No, it's it seems like all you're doing is picking options. It's just like, today I will spend 2 time units researching, 1 dating and 1 doing recon. And like, there doesn't seem to be any way that you can fail. It's just sort of...
Yeah, I think it's just something you just go through, and then just the story plays as it is.
Yeah, you've got 1 heart left, and you've got to choose how to allocate it. Oh, negative consequences.
Twist.
Ah, Mr. Dax says the little photo is their Tinder profile. That makes sense.
It's the old scratching post. Well, that's not horrifying.
That is indeed disturbing.
Stop. Which cat are you?
Oh, and now your profile picture is getting a bit more cat-like.
Yeah. You know, I can just imagine this in an actual video game, like the cinematics of it,
Yeah.
and that would be kind of trippy if it's going with what it's styled with now.
Yeah. It does look very hallucinogenic.
Yeah. Like you see it at a furry rave.
Yeah, I think they were on a bit of LSD when they decided to draw those pictures.
Alright. See, all of that gave me 4.2. So... Excuse me.
And
let's go with the negative aspects or whatever. Interviewing staff. Secret source.
there you go. Let's interview some staff. Oh, secret source. I hope the secret source is all about how to make a Big Mac.
It is probably one of the cats who's like, I was a former human.
Yeah,
Help
probably.
me.
That seems to
Start
be
the reactor.
That does seem to be the main plot: is humans turn into cats, save them.
It's a metaphor for the trans community.
Yes.
Yes.
Or maybe it's a secret pro-Trump message because you date the cats. At some point, you're gonna have to grab those pussies.
Yeah, I've already grabbed 3.
So maybe this is stealth Trump support.
It's the greatest ever. No, looks like his picture's back to normal.
Oh yeah, this too. Must have just been while he was dreaming that he was a cat.
Apparently he wants to walk to the edge of the forest.
No, is the correct answer. No, I am not doing that.
But by now, I realize I've already done it.
How do you accidentally walk to the edge of a forest? And just not even realize?
Follow the pedals. Oh, this is gonna get weird. There's gonna be some hot bath with rose petals soaking in there. Yes, clearly they did. Except for the last one. That cat was a little bit disgruntled, as you may remember.
Yes. I accidentally walked to the edge of the forest, so in for a penny, in for a pound. I might as well just do everything the weird messages tell me.
So apparently it wasn't the cat. And I noticed that when when the screen glitches out, there's words that pop in the text screen in the little section where the text is, but it's so quick that I can't catch it.
I think that's on purpose. I don't think you're meant to be able to see it.
I'll catch the replay.
Yeah, you can freeze frame it.
And now I'm following a cat into the woods that is talking to me, following a trail of petals.
What could possibly go wrong?
As if this is a normal thing. You're in defense position. Is anything the matter? Yeah, no shit. Does that pile of rocks look suspicious to you?
I can't see the pile of rocks.
Yeah, I see forest. Yeah.
They couldn't even draw a pile of rocks to show you when asking, does this look suspicious?
Yeah. Yeah, weird rock formation. That looks like we should go check it out. If the black guy dies, I'm just saying. Wake up with a bathtub with a scar where your kidneys were. Yeah. The foundation found a manila envelope. Spoils.
The spoils.
You know, I find it funny how he's arguing with the cat while doing the same thing the cat wants him to do.
Yeah.
It's like, just shut up and do it. Like, drawings. It's Leonardo da Vinci as a cat. Plot twists. That's, if you got them, let me hear them. How do you know that you were meant to find them? There were petals that led to a pile of rocks with a manila envelope in it. I think it's pretty much obvious.
Well, I pulled it up so I can go at appropriate moments.
You know, I had a prime opportunity for that, and I completely missed it. Let's see, actually, the trail ended a while back. This could be a mere coincidence. Blah, blah, blah.
Just show us the goddamn drawings on the pages so we can decide if they're relevant or not.
I think the next time I play this, I'm just going to skip all the way to the end and be like, yes, we were all right. He's a werecat, and he's dead.
Apparently, they are, or if they haven't already, planning to add a skip function so you can skip all the dialogue.
You find the half-eaten remains of John Arbuckle. Yeah, I think if the next romance one is just going to be all talking, I think I'm just going to skip it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, it makes sense that it would be all talking if you're trying to, jank Yuga a cat. So.
Yeah. Oh, McMurphy's got a broken heart.
Aww.
Back to Snooty.
So you can't be a cat slut. You have to. Once you pick a cat, you've got to stick with them.
I don't know if you've ever heard cats having sex.
No.
It is not subtle.
I suppose the cats, they've got no reason to be ashamed.
Yeah, no, it's really funny because like dogs, they'll go wherever, like middle of the living room, in front of God and everyone. Let's get this done. Cats are extremely secretive, and like once it starts, and then then the other cat's like, okay, you're done, get off me. Like
Every pet I've ever had was fixed, so there was no pets having sex around me when I had pets.
yeah, we've had one cat who wasn't fixed, but we didn't have any neighbors like within a mile of the house that had pets that weren't dogs.
Oh, right.
But somehow she ended up pregnant.
Oh, that's impressive.
And I'm just like, who the hell did you meet out here? Like,
Do you live near Jenk? Do we need to have words? And then Jank's like, no, you don't understand. I was pleasuring her.
well, as long as the cat's okay.
I don't think I'll ever get sick of making Jenk Yuga bestiality jokes. It's just, what the fuck was he thinking? Like, that's
Okay.
on video. The whole world can and has seen it.
So we have a gift for Snooty Booty. Which I'm not gonna see as a coincidence that it rhymes with Foodie Beauty. Yet is completely opposite body scale.
But this is already getting quite creepy.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's creepy as hell. Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Man, it's a good thing I put that in the comment section.
Yeah, well, no, it succeeded in getting awkward.
Yeah. Like, let's see how awkward this gets.
Very.
And yes.
Princess Snooty Booty. Oh god.
Oh, he's asking for consent.
Well,
And I believe that is what is the term that they were throwing out there?
but bear in mind that Snooty Booty can withdraw consent after the event, and that's perfectly legitimate.
That is
So
true.
he can still get hashtag me too.
Mewtwo.
Oh, well, yes.
Oh, you beat me to it, Dex.
Yeah, hashtag me.
I was actually trying to type it in before he did. Oh.
Mewtwo just makes me think of Pokemon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why Meowth would be better.
Oh man.
I think that'll go into the next stream with this is Meowth.
And I am most assuredly not buying this game.
I definitely would not suggest it. I bought it because of
No, I get why you bought it, but
De La Haze. Well, because it was from Super Seducer. That's the one.
yeah.
And I was like, well, you know, it's as cringy as it can be.
See, the thing is, Super Seducer was funny cringy. This is just creepy cringy.
This is very. I think if it were humans, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, for sure. But no, it's exceedingly creepy. And Mr. Dax, I think you're forgetting Della is Canadian, so you can just go with hashtag blame Canada. South Park got it right.
He's worried about that scratching post. I believe he's talking about his penis.
Oh. See, without the romance part of it, it's not a good story, but it might actually be passable. Just sort of explore the island, try and figure out what's going on, stop yourself getting turned into a cat. It's not interesting or good, but it's fine. When you include all this stuff, it's like, oh god.
Oh boy. Okay, so flatter or be accurate. So let's just go with accuracy.
Yeah, don't lie.
Because we must remember, we are not trying to be a Chank Uger here.
This game.
This goes back to that thing I shared in Discord with the Sphinx cat with the guy who drew the chicken on the cat's balls.
God.
God, my girlfriend showed me that. I'm just like, why would you do that?
Ew.
So they're from Jersey. Oh, you done pissed off Snooty Booty.
I will we won't get to jank the cat. I think we'll live.
Aww.
You may stop now. I think we should take that advice.
Probably a good idea. We're just gonna skip this. Oh, we can't skip this. There is no end. Oh God. There are hearts. There are hearts.
Most beautiful aristocratic cat on this island. Well then, that's high praise. All right, that was a thing.
Okay.
And you're only 40% of the way done to romancing Snooty Booty.
That is 4. That is 4%. Oh, 6.9.
No, but for romancing there was
Oh, yeah. No, I got you.
there's 5 options and you've done 2, so you're 40% of the. It's research or recon, I think. I think we
Yeah.
can leave the romance for a while.
Let's do some research. Oh, well, I guess I have the research I have to do last.
Okay. I'm tempted to say yes. I'm ready to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to end it.
You know what? I think you're right. This is probably going to be one of those like Doki Doki Literature Club things.
Oh yeah, could be.
Where
Yeah.
like, because it only gives me this 3 out of this entire list.
So you want to play again to uncover the rest of the story, so to speak.
Yeah, so you're going to get the worst ending first.
Yeah. Well, you'll be happy to know there is an achievement guide on Steam already. So if you want 100%, you most certainly can get it. Yeah, because it says here, available at the start, available in Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. So yes, there's more to the game than just this one.
I think if I should be able to humor myself with this, then yeah, probably I'll continue on. So yeah, if I'm bored with nothing to do, then I'll probably continue on. But
Yeah, no,
it's going on the back burner for sure.
I don't blame you at all. It got a little too detailed in the descriptions of how you were jinking the cat. That was
That's because I'm adult. I'm an adult, Mr. Dax. I am a responsible, mature adult.
And it does say here, this game requires multiple playthroughs and there is no skip feature at this time. So, yes, you do get to keep playing. Is it like multiple chapters?
As serious as you can take an adult playing a cat dating simulator. Oh, now the professor's getting weird. Oh, we're at the top of a very tall stack of rocks. And I'm just gonna have you face the ocean, and then I'm gonna push you off. Clampers? Is that... This is definitely British talk. Clambers.
Yeah, that's just sort of fancy talk for climbs. Sort of.
Cause yeah, there's a few. I'm hearing a few slogans that aren't American. Well, you are black, so I guess we can't hold it against you.
I think they missed an opportunity to have you play as a rooster. I think if you're going to be dating cats, you should be a rooster. I mean, the cock and pussy. The imagery is right there, waiting to be used.
What's in the water? I believe it's called Ruhypnol. It weighs a ton.
Yeah, that's interesting because TON and TONNE from memory are not the same amount of weight. There is a difference.
You know, if it's so unbearable to, like, you're carrying all this weight and it's so unbearable, and yet what allowed you to do it was drinking the water, why wouldn't you just drink more water?
Pretty much, yeah. Say goodbye to Snooty Booty. Because you had such a bond, it would be callous not to say goodbye.
Yeah. You've betrayed me.
Do you think that maybe this song was inspired by the Bloodhound Gang? You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals?
Yeah.
Well, given that you didn't cure the disease that would turn you into a cat,
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're a cat by the end of this.
Yeah, that's what because unless they completely ignore that.
Yeah, well, you left the island, so you're cured. I did confirm using the guide that telling Snooty Booty the truth was the wrong option. You were supposed to flatter her.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of figured. I didn't want it to end up getting weird, so that's why I picked with the truth.
It got weird. It still got very weird.
We weren't gonna evade the weird regardless, so it just was less weird being honest.
I hope it was less weird. No, no, we don't. We do not wish we were staying.
This one's got the cat's whiskers. They're gonna throw him overboard.
This is a strange game.
Holy shit. Oh, that got fucking... Nice. You got capped.
Your relationship status is complicated.
All right. I'll admit I didn't see that ending coming.
No, me neither.
Like to nope, this one's bad. Clack. Like
Oh gosh. I think technically that counts as the best ending.
It's the best part for anyone involved.
I think that's the best ending because I'm pretty sure all the others involve you fucking cats. So I think a bullet to the head is the best option.
I find it funny that you can't pick the black guy anymore.
No, that's because he's dead. He got killed.
Yeah. So I'm
Which
supposed
means
to find all endings with just now 5 characters?
No, but I think the point is that it is like Doki Doki Literature Club where you have to do multiple playthroughs to get the full, quote unquote, the full story.
And it's funny because the black guy died first.
It's only fair.
Ah, stereotypes. Well, I'm gonna say that
That was the thing.
that it was. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Terry.
No worries.
And thanks to everyone in chat, De La Hayes, Mr. Dax, Camel, and Kyler. Yeah. Adamantine joined in. So yeah, you guys have a good day.
See you later, everyone.
Talk to you later.